Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of American Dream TV. I'm your host, Trenton Reed, and today we're at Superior Bakery. It's one of the oldest bakeries in all of Fayetteville. It opened in 1956 and it's ranked top 30 in all the bakeries across America. Come on inside, let's check it out. We're here with Nick Pullis. He's the owner of the bakery. And Nick, thank you, first of all, for allowing us to come in and be a part of your story. How did the bakery get started?
Well, thank you, Trent. My father came from Greece in 1951, and then 1956 he runs into Superior Bakery. It was on Raleigh-Full Road at the time, and he sees that it was an existing bakery, but it had been shut down. He buys the bakery for very cheap, I think, and here we are 67 years later.
That's awesome. It's a big success story because not a lot of businesses make it that long.
Right.
But you guys do things the right way. We would love to be able to take a closer look at your bakery and the things that you offer and the products and make you unique to our city. What makes this place unique? What makes it special from other bakeries?
Trent, I think what sets us apart is that we bake from scratch. We're 67 years old. We have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. When people come to our bakery, it reminds them of the bakery that they went to when they were children.
Right.
And I'm talking people in their 50s and 60s.
Well, I would love to get my hands dirty and make some stuff if that's okay.
All right, want to get an apron?
Let's do it. My wife usually wants me to stay far, far away from the kitchen, but this is getting ready to be a blast. I'm excited.
This is going to be a job interview.
Okay, let's go. All right, Nick, I'm super excited to be able to make some donuts here. Walk us through the process. How do we do this?
Okay, we mix the dough in 50-pound batches, which gives you about 75 to 80 pounds of dough. And then we let that dough rest for about 30 minutes. Then we cut it up into pillows to relax so that they can go through the machine. Then we flour the bench, push the air out of the pillows, and run them through the machine. Get rid of all of our excess pieces that we don't need onto the screen, which we put 3 dozen per screen. Then we put them in the box, the proof box to rise, set our timer for about 15 minutes, and then they're ready to fry. And we fried and glazed our glazed rings today together. You did it.
The moment of truth. I'm going to pay for this later because I went to the gym this morning and I feel really good about myself. But I feel even better about myself right now.
You earned it. Don't keep score. You earned it. This is all okay.
All right, well, we learned a lot about donut making and cake making. You just got a glimpse into one of the top bakeries in all of America, Superior Bakery. Come check them out. Now, I've got handmade goodies to take to one of my clients to see their house. Come on. All right, guys, well, we're here in the Forest Lake subdivision. This is one of the most premier locations in all of Fayetteville. These homes are unique because there are no cookie cutter homes here. This home in particular has a lot of history. We're within walking distance to the only private club here in Fayetteville. Let's go inside and check out the house. Well, one of the awesome things about real estate here in Fayetteville, and especially Forest Lakes in general, is opportunity. You know, when you think about older homes, a lot of times those floor plans are boxy and closed off. Well, as you can see here, it's open. It's a fully functional kitchen. It's got everything you could ever ask for. And this isn't even the best part of the house. Come on, let's check it out. There's not a lot of basements in Fayetteville. The soil is really sandy and it's very expensive to build homes with basements. But a lot of homes here in this area have them. Now, this is an awesome area to hang out with your friends, watch TV, ball games, fireplace, pool table. We got the kitchen. It's an awesome place. Matter of fact, I've lost many a pool games at this very table. But today, I'm by myself. So I have a feeling that I'm going to have a hard time losing. Hey, what a treat. It's such a special home. I always enjoy coming here. Hope you've enjoyed today. I want to give a special thank you to Nick Poulos at Superior Bakery for allowing us to come in and tour his shop, and Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez for allowing us to come in and take a look at their beautiful home. I'm going to go back inside and finish that pool game I started. And until next time, I'm Trenton Reed, and here's to your American dream.
Welcome back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Nestled on the western side of Fayetteville is the beautiful Lake Rim Park area. 2 years ago, the city of Fayetteville added a splash pad for our little ones. Today, we will visit the newest addition, the Bill Crisp Senior Center. I'm Ute Beltate, your host with American Dream TV. Located on a 27-acre lakefront site, the Bill Crisp Senior Center was designed to capture its scenic surroundings, but also to maximize the opportunity for seniors to utilize the outdoor activity area that the Lake Rim Park area provides. The facility includes a warm water pool, a dance and fitness studio, a multi-purpose room, social event space, an art space, and a lounge area for the seniors. Belinda Jackson is the director of this wonderful facility. Let's go ahead and meet her. We are here with Belinda Jackson, the director of the Senior Center. Belinda, you have to share with us who was behind the planning of this wonderful facility and when did it open its doors?
So the center had its grand opening October 25th of last year, and the person behind it was Councilman Bill Crisp. He was a council member for the city. He became a council member in 2007 and had served about 6 terms. And the center is actually also ran under Fayetteville Cumberland Parks and Recreation. It's been pretty good where he's been very passionate about the seniors, having something to do, taking care of loneliness. And I'm also going to go ahead and include our motto is, enhancing the life of seniors.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Is it free to the senior community?
It is free. The center is free. The only thing we require is that they fill out 2 registration forms and they have to provide proof of address and proof of age.
What types of activities are you going to find here at the Senior Center?
So we have numerous activities. We have bingo, we have arts and crafts, we have different vendors that come in and teach dementia, healthcare, Medicare. We have Tai Chi, we have Matter of Balance classes, and we also have a lot of the fitness programs where we have the fitness room where they come in and they participate in the fitness room, and we also have the most popular programs is the aqua classes. We have the aqua Zumba, the aqua yoga, and the best of all, the aqua fitness class, which Ute is one of my instructors, and she's a favorite here.
Thank you, Belinda. I absolutely love teaching my senior water class, and speaking of that, I'm gonna have to hop into that class, and after that, we're gonna go back to that park area. Thank you so much, Belinda, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
The Lake Rim Park area has something to offer for the entire family. Whether you want to take a walk through the park, play soccer game with friends, or have a family picnic, Lake Rim Park area offers something for everyone. And if you're a senior, perhaps you can join my water class. I promise you, you will have a blast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm your host, Ute Beltate, and I cannot wait for you to join me on my next adventure right here on American Dream TV.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Jennifer Coleman, and today we're going to explore some of the various school options available to families in the Triangle area. With exceptional public school options, including traditional calendar, year-round calendar, magnet school options, and more, it's a lot for any family to navigate. We also have exciting alternatives like charter schools and private schools. Today, we're going to journey through a few of these options. We're here with Bruce Friend, the head of school for Pine Springs Preparatory Academy, K-8 charter school in Holly Springs. How are you today, Bruce?
I'm great, Jennifer. Thank you. How are you?
Good. So let's start by, do you mind explaining to people what a charter school is?
Sure. So charter schools are public schools. There are approximately 215 charter schools in North Carolina at this time. As a public school, there's no tuition to attend a charter school. Maybe the best way to describe it is if you think of a traditional school district where you have a school board that is overseeing and governing sometimes hundreds of schools, if not or dozens of schools. In a charter school, the school board is a nonprofit board that's really overseeing just the school that is the charter school. So at Pine Springs, we have a nonprofit governing board who is our version of our school district, you might say.
Okay. What is the unique thing that Pine Springs offers to its students?
Well, I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't say the first thing that comes to mind with that, Jennifer, is just the amazing staff that we have through all grades K through 8. We've got educators who truly are nurturing and work with our students one-on-one to personalize learning for them, to make learning fun, to make learning exciting. One of the other aspects of our school is our project-based learning approach. Students look at issues locally and globally and personalize their learning, personalize projects that help them become critical thinkers and problem solvers. So it's really about learning by doing the work yourself.
Now we're going to turn our attention to Thales Academy, a K-12 private school option that has locations all throughout the Triangle, and learn more about their distinctive approach to education. I have with me these beautiful ladies who are all administrators here at the Thales in Holly Springs. Can you explain to me what makes Thales Academy such a unique education opportunity?
Absolutely. I think the one thing that sets us apart from schools in the area is our teaching methods and our curriculum that we use. So in our K-5 programs, we use a teaching style that we call direct instruction, and that just provides such a fast-paced and structured learning environment for our students. And it really does a great job incorporating a lot of student engagement and interaction with their teachers. It's also very data-driven, so our parents and our teachers have a very firm understanding of how their child's doing in class, which is fantastic.
The vision of our founder, Mr. Luddy, is to provide a low-cost quality education to as many children as possible. In order to do that, we utilize a couple of different strategies. One of those is being a carpool-only campus, and another thing we do is work with restaurants in the area to provide hot lunch options that are delivered. So strategies such as these allow us to provide a low-cost education without sacrificing that excellent education.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Regardless of your school of choice, all these schools share the same goal: to nurture our future leaders. I'm Jennifer Coleman. Until next time, dream big and live your American dream.
Hi, welcome to American Dream TV. My name is Margaret Sophie. I'm your host for today. I want to take you up and introduce you to some of my good friends at the Walk Up, one of Cary's newest establishments. Come on in.
Hey, Margaret. Welcome to the Walk Up.
Hi, Richard.
Glad you could be here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Come have
I
a seat.
love it. This building is so cool. I don't know how you found all these cool elements, but you nailed it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been a fun journey. We've got a good crew. We've got a great staff that's been with us from the very beginning. Our goals were to kind of to bring back the original building back to its original design. So we were able to do a lot of features of exposing the wood floors and the ceilings and the exposed brick. And as we did that, we kind of unearthed a lot of history of the building that we were unaware of until we got into it. So it was kind of neat.
It's so cool. Every little space that you look at, there's something else interesting. I mean, the wood ceilings and the iron beams, super cool. I like how you kept that plaster there on the wall, but still exposing this brick.
Yeah. So once we started the construction, we were able to remove most of the plaster, and as we made our way around, we exposed this cool sign called the Durham Hosiery Mill Branch, and we did some history behind that. And it was an African-American hosiery company that started in Durham and opened a branch in Cary in the late 20s. And they made hose and socks, and a lot of history there. So we had no idea what the building had to offer until we were able to kind of get into the construction, yeah.
Hey, I'll introduce you to Jen, our
Hi, Jen.
bartender and manager.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Jen's been with us from the very beginning.
Wow.
And she is one of the best bartenders in town.
Thank you. Well, Richard, I have to say, this is absolutely amazing. I would never have guessed that right here in downtown Cary, we have this cool place called the Walk Up. I mean, what you've done with this is spectacular. So I've been in Cary for, almost 30 years. You've been here your entire life. I've seen a lot of changes, but you're really involved in the infrastructure and things that are happening in downtown. What are the things that stand out most to you?
Well, I think that the town council has been a big part of that.
Yeah.
They have made it a point to spend assets and focus on downtown and making sure that it wasn't going to get stale and it wasn't going to not be vibrant, and they've done a great job at that. So we've had a lot of support from the town. Everybody who works with the town bends over backwards to kind of help us work through things. They've got a lot of control, but they also have some good ideas. So that's been a blessing for most of the property owners of downtown Cary.
And one of the things that I'm loving is, we can come into downtown Cary and make a night of it. And we can stop here at the Walk Up and have a drink on our way home. I mean, it's come a long way, baby. Cheers on that
Cheers.
one. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me today on my episode of American Dream TV. I really appreciate your time. Can't wait to see you next time. But for now, I'm gonna head upstairs and finish off that drink. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Welcome to another beautiful day here in North Carolina. I'm Sherry Haggerty and your host of the American Dream Selling Raleigh. Today we're going to start off in downtown Raleigh and then we're going to head to Durham for some real fun. As you may know, Raleigh and the entire Triangle area is one of the fastest growing areas in the country, receiving numerous accolades for best place to relocate. This evolving landscape is due in part to those we call the creative class. This is a collective of individuals who shape the very soul of our city. They include artists, designers, musicians, and entrepreneurs who create the vibe and transform urban life here as we know it. Here at the American Dream, we're not just about the cities, but we're about the people that make them thrive. One of those individuals who's been a driving force in the creative class for the last 3 decades is my good friend, David Baldwin. His many titles include Creative Director, founder of Baldwin & a local Raleigh advertising agency. He's the co-founder of Ponysaurus Brewing in Durham, North Carolina. He's the former chairman of the One Club in New York City, and he's a best-selling author of The Belief Economy. Let's go inside and meet David Baldwin. David, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for
Great
doing this.
Welcome.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the
It's
space.
gorgeous. So tell me some things that you've worked on in the past that were most interesting to you, and then kind of what you're working on now that might be exciting.
Sure. Like I said before, we're trying to practice business as a force for good. So we look for clients that are business as a force for good. So some of the clients that we've had in the past, we've worked with Burt's Bees, we introduced Cree LED lighting. We have a startup called Circ that's all about the circular economy of helping to diminish the landfills with fast fashion. So those are the kind of clients and opportunities that we just get really excited about. And so we're really walking the walk and practicing what we preach.
Right. So David, the subtitle of your book, The Belief Economy, is How to Give a Damn, Stop Selling, and Create Buy-In. What is it about the responsibility of business to create positive change?
The idea came from this Harvard professor named Michael Porter, who came up with the idea that in our capitalist framework that we live in, business has a role in actually creating positive change. Everything is, how do we create a business proposition around making things better for people?
Which is great. In a community full of new ideas, how do you keep standing out and innovating? I mean, for example, Ponysaurus. I mean, there are breweries popping up everywhere. What makes this different? What did you see as the white space in the market, and what is it to you?
Yeah, I think what we wanted to do was, we're not just going to make beer, we're going to actually build community. And by that, what we mean is wherever we go, we're going to actually try to be a business as a force for good. The brand is just all about bringing people together and creating empathy with each other and fellowship and friendship. That's what it's about.
Yeah. I couldn't think of a better way to end this day than to bring you right here to Ponysaurus Brewing in Durham, North Carolina. As you can see, nurturing the creative class is forging a path forward to a prosperous future and making cities like Raleigh and Durham truly an extraordinary place to call home. I'm Sherry Haggerty, and your host of The American Dream. We'll see you next time.
Today I want to share with you a nonprofit that I respect so much in our area in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Poe Center for Health Education opened here in 1991. And since that time, it has helped to educate and empower nearly 1.5 million residents in our area. My name is Eddie Cash, and I'm your host of American Dream TV. Come inside with me and let's discover what makes this place so special and empowers so many people from childhood through adulthood. We are inside the Poe Center now with Ann Rollins, the Executive Director, and we're going to ask her a few questions to give us a little bit of background about the Poe Center. So the Poe Center opened in 1991. Where did it come out of? What vision?
So the vision for the Poe Center was in the early 80s with the Wake County Medical Society Alliance. And they felt like it was too much for classroom teachers to also add all of this health education. So they created this. They raised the money and they got in kind and donated.
How does the public access the building? Do you get a lot of field trips or school-age children that come as groups?
Yeah, so we are a field trip destination. So we have teaching theaters that have museum quality exhibitry, and then teachers can say we've covered these goals and objectives this year.
And then you also, for people who don't have access, you have online resources.
We have a robust online presence with a lot of resources. Our health educators are subject matter experts teaching online, and now we have a videographer that helps us to do some of our teaching and showing kids and families.
So Ann, this is a pretty cool looking setup we have here, and a large toothbrush. So what is this theater and lab about?
Well, this is our dental health theater, and it is the smallest scope and sequence, but it teaches about brushing your teeth. We're having interactive where our kids, 2 or 3, 4-year-olds can be brushing together and learning how to care in the proper way. Eddie, this is our nutrition theater and physical activity.
If you have a group come in, we have stadium seat. It's a great facility in here. So you have lots of examples that we use to make it fun for kids.
So we can have a child make healthy plate, and this is the Choose My Plate, and we utilize that, and it's even color coded. So if we don't have the name, if they're not a non-reader or younger, then they can go by color. So right now we are in the MindWell Mental Wellbeing Garden and Labyrinth. We just opened this yesterday. It's based on the 5 senses. And all around here is around physical activity because we have a one-of-a-kind health-focused playground. So they've been taught inside, but now they get to play and really learn with hands-on learning. We try to teach and focus our youth and children and families around behaviors and coping skills to deal with the stressors that they have in their life. This MindWell program and garden is going to help enhance with activities that we'll be able to do with our participants.
It's certainly a feel-good spot, and if anyone needs to be lifted up and to feel good about what's going on, this is certainly a place for it. Thank you so much for the opportunity to show off this wonderful asset that we have here in our neighborhood. For American Dream TV, I'm your host, Eddie Cash, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.